Alright, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Evan today with another video. We're going to talk about what it's been like for me being out of high school for 4 years. Been out of high school for 4 years. I graduated in 2022. So I'm going to talk about what my freshman year was like, and my sophomore year, my junior year, and my senior year. And then after, when I graduate, we're going to talk about what it's been like in high school. And then we're going to talk about what reality is. So my freshman year was actually pretty good. I didn't really have too many people really trying to bug me or like say rude stuff. I didn't really have any problems with that, but I would say, I'm going to explain what I mean by this. I would say I've learned a difference for who the people really are. So when I was a freshman, I saw the same people from my middle school class of 2022. So I saw the same people in my 9th grade year. And I'm not gonna lie, freshman year was pretty good. People in my middle school teachers were like, you guys are going to get a lot of homework. You guys are going to get you guys are going to get a ton of work. Did we get a lot of homework? To be honest, not really. I didn't really have a lot of homework in home. I got most of my homework done in high school. Like, I got most of my homework done in school. My grades were good. My GPA was a 3.7 GPA. So basically, freshman year was basically like, when we were, like, in the assembly in freshman year, they basically talk about the rules and what you don't do. Like, don't get in a fight. You get, like, $100 fine. And then just basically, like, just getting used to high school. That's how I felt. So then when I was a freshman, I knew the people in my grade. But I knew the people, when I was a freshman, I knew the sophomores, the juniors, and the seniors. So I knew the seniors from 2019. When I was a freshman, I knew the seniors in 2019. And they were pretty cool. They were nice. But there were a couple jerks and stuff. There were a couple, like, rude people. But that's everywhere. You know, it's going to be nice to meet people in every class. But I've learned everyone was, like, more chill. But I would say the juniors, when I was a freshman, were a little bit more cocky. And they thought they were better than everyone. There was, like, this stupid rivalry in high school about... I'm not going to talk about the rivalry because there's just too much drama. But yeah, man, it was just crazy that we had a rivalry, but it was just dumb. The Lanphier versus Madison rivalry. That rivalry was just dumb. I'm not going to get into that. But I did track. You know, I was doing my homework. I did cheat on a test in science. That was a big mistake. And yeah, I basically learned that. Don't even cheat, but I was really, like, nervous about not passing my classes, but then I passed my freshman year and stuff. My sophomore year, I took gym class my freshman year, so it was pretty good. So I had a parapro, you know, helping me with my homework. So basically, my sophomore year was biology, I think it was algebra 1, and then health class, history, world history, and then I had the resource room. And then 2020 of March, COVID ruined everything. COVID was like, you know, we were all, like, doing virtual stuff. And literally, they let everyone pass. They did. And they let everyone pass. And then junior year was just worse. We were all virtual. But then they let us go in person. And then one thing I've learned about junior year, we were all virtual. But one thing I've learned about sophomore year, it went fast. But I'm not going to lie. Junior year went this fast because when we were all virtual, it just went fast. Like, all the virtual stuff went really, really fast. And then when we went back to in-person school, my junior year, like after my junior year, when I was becoming a senior, they're like, we're going back to school. We have to wear a mask because of the Oakland County government. It got so political and stuff. My senior year was good. We had to wear masks and stuff. But then, you know, still saw the same people, you know, and I knew people from other schools, from sports rivalry, and then I played basketball. Actually, I did play basketball my sophomore year, but I didn't play my freshman year because I was worried about my great-grandmother passing away, because I know my great-grandmother passed away in 2019 of August, you know, rest in peace to her, and then senior year, I played basketball. I didn't play any sports junior year because COVID, of course. But then you had to wear a mask, which obviously the mask was dumb. And then I wore a mask in senior year. I'm not gonna lie, we did not have a lot of homework my senior year. I'm not gonna lie, my senior year, we did not have a ton of homework. We didn't. We just didn't have a ton of homework my senior year. You know why? Because when you're a senior, you don't have to take math and no, you take math and English, but you don't take math and not math and history, science and history, because science and history or social studies is like 3 years of your curriculum. But I took math and English, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not get a lot of homework my senior year because most of my homework, I just got it done. I didn't have to really study anything. All I did after I got done basketball practice, and I'm not gonna lie, senior year was kind of lit, but it was kind of not lit because I was basically the manager of a basketball team, and I made a team, but I was a manager. I did not get playing time. The only fun time I had a basketball team was senior night, and I scored. That's it. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I didn't play my senior year. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like some of the teammates in my basketball teams. I would say I liked half. Some of them I really liked, but I personally did not like half of my teammates. Half of my teammates were fake, nice, and then the other teams that I played against, they were way more cooler than some of my teammates in my senior year. And I'm not gonna lie, they were jealous when I talked to other people from other high schools, and I don't care what they think about me now. And some of them unfollowed me, and I unfollowed them back. I'm like, you know what? I don't even need these people anymore. But then when I got to know the people in Pontiac from Madison, because like I said, I went to Lamphere, I got to know the people from Detroit and Pontiac at Madison High School, because that's where some of them from. Then I went Instagram Live a lot in Pontiac, and that's what I was doing, going live with Pontiac and Sterling. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still cool with the people from Pontiac, but I really cut off a lot of people from Sterling because they're fake. They're rude. And then after like May, I basically was just going live on Instagram and just chilling and playing track. And then I was just living my life. And then June of 2022, I graduated high school. And now I was just working a job at Woodward Corner Market for a while. And was working a lot, playing basketball a lot, going live after I was 18 years old. And then 2022, just working a lot at the flower shop, a lot. And then 2023 was also, and then after high school, I was working a lot at Woodward Corner, and I was working a lot, and then I went to trade school from February to, from October to February, when I was, then we're talking the first year, working a lot at Woodward Corner, and then after that, working a lot at Woodward Corner, at front end, at utility, and the flower shop in 2023. And then from 2023, well, it was the end of 2023, and 2024, working in flower shop and utility a lot in 2024, and then I went to trade school. And then after I graduated, I went back to front end at Woodward Corner, and now that's what I've been doing, just working. One thing I've noticed about being out of high school for you, what the difference is, when you've been out of high school, when you're in high school, you see the same people every single day. You see your teachers, you see the principal, you see the same people every single day. But once you graduate and get out to the real world, you're probably never going to see those people ever again in real life. The last time there is people, I remember my senior night in high school, there are some people I haven't seen since senior night. After I graduate, there are some people I haven't seen since senior night. And that's it. Like I said, I haven't seen some people since senior night. Typically, there's some people I haven't seen in 4 to 3 years, or even longer. So being out of high school that long, it's just crazy. I think about just me living life. But I would say, it's just crazy, just living life. But also, I would say that every now and then I do see people from my high school. I see my friend Karina, I see my friend D'Angelo, but I also see all my other friends that were in other classes. But yeah, this is me just talking about being out of high school for 4 years. Yeah, man, it feels different. Next year will be my 5th year of being out of high school, but being out of high school Just crazy how time flies by, man. You know, thank you for watching the video. Go like and comment on the video.